Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash, the abundance of the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings be taught the Akim, not pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Alright, Shalom. So I ain't got a title for this lesson, but what I want to touch on is this TikTok that I saw last night. And as you see in the caption, it says countries that are impossible to invade, right? And Esau, being as foolish as he is, right? Dude that listed America at number 5, which is funny as hell, right? Which is funny as hell because this Bible prophecy that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to put the spirit on these nations to invade this place, man. And I actually just touched on this in my last lesson. I mentioned that, UN troops are surrounding this place, man. And also, the Moabites, the so-called Chinese, they're buying up, farmland and stuff like that here in the United States, man. Waiting to be activated by the government, man. Right? And Esau obviously don't know how easy it is for these troops to sneak in through the border. I just saw another TikTok, where this Edomite, he's a friend of an insider, so he gets, hip to information and stuff like that and where this country is going. Right? He just said that there's thousands of well-known Iranian terrorists, if I'm not mistaken, Iranian terrorists, right, that just got snuck in through the border, man. Right? So this place obviously is possible to invade, man. Right? When you read the book of Ezekiel 38, right, Ezekiel 38, this place is known as the land of unwalled villages, man. America is not impossible to invade, man. This shit is very easy. All right? But I want to go ahead and, play this, and I'll grab some scriptures.
The United States of America. One of the United States' many advantages is its geographic location. There are truly vast expanses of this country in all different types of terrain, from densely forested mountains to scorching deserts. The U.S. military has a defense budget of $581 billion. It alone almost makes up a third of all the money spent on the military in the world. Only 20 countries have a larger GDP than the U.S. defense budget. Even if you were able to cross the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean to get to the United States and defeat all their allies and even somehow defeat their military, you would still lose. You want to know why? There are 120 firearms for every 100 residents, and American citizens are fighters. Most of them would do anything for their country, and it's simply in their blood ever since the beginning.
And that's a spirit, because I forgot all about that point. And I actually just did a lesson touching on that. Right, how, these American Edomites, they got these different militia groups formed. They're going to be fighting against, these UN troops. Right, but the thing is, there's already tension stirring up between America and its allies, man. Right, because the Apostle Tahar, he uploaded a lesson on how, America and Australia did a weapons deal behind France's back, man. Right, which pissed them off. Right, they said it feel like they got a slap in their face, man. And all the other EU and UN nations, they pissed off about that as well, man. Right? So the Lord is already stirring up that conflict and that hatred between America and these nations, man. And this prophecy in Revelation 17, right, that they were going to eat America's flesh and burn it with fire, meaning they were going to destroy this place, man, with thermonuclear missiles. Right? He spoke about how, it's impossible to get past America's allies. It don't take nothing, right, for nothing but the will of Yahweh Shema Shai to make that happen, man. Right, because I'm pretty sure when you go back to the Babylonian Empire, when they got overtaken by the Persians, they probably thought they could never get taken over, man. And it's the same thing today. That's why when you read in Psalms 49, let me just grab it. Psalms 49 and 11, it says that inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that their dwelling places to all generations, that they call their lands after their own names, right? Which is a characteristic of Esau, right? But this is the mindset that this man is in. He doesn't believe that this place is never going to be destroyed and that it can never be invaded, man. Right now, of course, you do have these, you have some Edomites that already know what the deal is, man. They know what's up. They know that soon they're going to bring in UN troops and stuff like that. This place is going to get invaded because you got Edomites in the military that's already coming out and speaking on that. right? But then you got a lot of Edomites that don't think that can happen, man. But that's the pride of this man. And that's why the Lord is going to put that shit to shame, man. Right? By bringing in these UN troops, man. Right? By allowing this place to get invaded, man. All right? You know, the brothers that spoke on, now don't be surprised if one day, out of nowhere, you just start seeing planes of shit, thousands and thousands of planes fly across the states, and you seeing blue hats hop out planes on parachutes and shit, man. And as soon as they land, just get the gun and shit down. All right, these are the times we in, man, because that's Bible prophecy, man. Right, and as the head bro in the LA camp always says, Bible prophecy reigns supreme. Right, it's gonna happen whether you believe it or not, man. Right, just say, hey, it was prophecy for Nebuchadnezzar. It's like, Alexander the Great, right, the so-called great, to go and take over all the nations. Right, at that point in time, it's Bible prophecy, right, that these nations are gonna invade this place, man. Shit, because America owes China trillions and trillions of dollars, man. And they hot about that shit. That's why they coming over here and taking over land and shit, man. Buying land up. Right? Because they eventually go invade this place, man. All right? But let's go to the book of Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 1, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, right, which is America, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind, which is those nuclear missiles. All right, here's the point. It says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land for the day of trouble. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Right, and when you go into the etymology, that word fanner means foreigners. Right, and I'm at the matter of fact, you can see it right here in the NLT translation. It says, foreigners will come in, Slakia. Foreigners will come and winnow her, blowing her away as chaff. They will come from every side, right? I mean, they're going to invade this place, man, to rise against her in her day of trouble, right? And America's day of trouble is fastly approaching, man. All right, let me see if I can. I don't know why this damn app does that, man. Go to the different It says to be strange, be a stranger. That's what a fanner is, man. Right, stranger. Right, these different foreign nations, man. Strange, another stranger, foreigner, an enemy. Right, and soon, you know what I'm saying? Really, China's already an enemy, man. And even America's allies are going to be turned enemies to it, man. That's what Revelation 17 says, that the beast shall hate the whore, man. The beast is a NATO in the EU, man. Right? It says, that's pretty much it on that. To be a stranger, be one alienated, man. All right, so you're going to have these foreign troops, these so-called aliens, right, which are these different foreign, nations invade this place, man. All right. So now let's go to the book of Ezekiel 38. All right, Ezekiel 38 and on down. I might as well start at 1. All right, it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, which is modern day Russia, because when you go into the, a geographical map, right, of the ancient world, that part of Russia, or Russia, the landmass of Russia, back then was known as Gog and Magog, right? And whoever's doing it in that land today, that's what they are known as, man, because one of the characteristics of Esau, he takes on the customs and different names of other nations, man. And we're a prime example of that, man. Right? He took our nationality, claiming to be us. Right? And he's coming to even be the other nations, man. The Egyptians, right? The ancient Greeks and all that, man. All right, so this is speaking about Esau, man. It says, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Right? And the Lord is going to turn Russia back into being, that in that old Soviet spirit, man. And that fighting spirit, right? Which is they are already getting back to that spirit, man. Right? It says, in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, right, which is going into their military power, man, right, which is they have one of the most, powerful militaries in the world, man, if not the most powerful. Matter of fact, it's China, right, and I think Russia is next after that, right, when it comes, the ground troops and stuff like that, man, right, it says Persia, which are these Elamites and these Iranians, right, Ethiopia, which are the, so-called Ethiopians are known as biblically the Cushites, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, which is Turkey, of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them, right? Because they're basically going to be the nation to protect them, man, right? Whenever they get in trouble, like Iran, right? Whenever America try to, bull them around and shit, who does Iran run to, man? Russia, right? That's one of the biggest allies, man. Right, and Russia's going to play a big part in prophecy in these last days, man. Right, Revelations, I think it's the 21st chapter, speaks about, Gog and Magog, man. All right, it says, and after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Right, and Israel is a people before us in place, man. All right, it says thou shalt. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get straight to the point, man. Verse 10, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and this is what that evil thought is going to be. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, which is America, man. Right, and by these terrorists just getting snuck into the border, that shows you that this place is a land of unwalled villages, man. It's easy to sneak in here, man. You got Issachar sneaking past the border and shit, man. That's how easy it is to get in here, man. This is a place of unwalled villages, man. I will go to them that are at rest and dwell safely, right, which are these Americans, man. These Americans ain't thinking about people invading this place. You know what I mean? All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. Right, and that's pretty much the point on that. So as you see, right, it's prophecy that, these Russian troops, as well as these different allied, nations that are allied with them, are going to invade this place, man. Right, because this is the place of unwalled villages, man. You know what I'm saying? It's easy as hell, right, to sneak past, the border, man. You got Levi and shit, they sneaking in Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is, man. All right, so, with that being said, that's pretty much all I had to bring out, man. All the one to the point was proven, and that was edifying. Before I close out, I want to say, Call Holo Yahweh Shema Shai by Shema Kakadash. That is a Shalom and the Bible law.